Listen, it's a very good result. We take it back to the bridge. An away goal, score draw, we'll take it. Listen, it could have been better. But if you offered me that result initially, before kickoff, I would have taken it. I would have slapped your hand off. We can't complain about the result, but we should have taken our chances, man. We need to be more clinical. I'll be delving into all my thoughts and opinions. Yeah, exactly. Looking into my thoughts and opinions, reviewing the game bit by bit. But before I do get into it, make sure you smash the like button, subscribe, hit the bell notification, comment down below your thoughts, opinions. Who do you believe was man of match? I'll be revealing who I believe was man of match at the end of this review. But without further ado, let's get straight into this review for you guys. And listen, it was a very good result. Yeah, I'm not going to take anything away. And the performance in the first half was scintillating. It was beautiful. No complaint. There was a complaint. My only complaint was we weren't clinical. We didn't take our chances, and we could have easily put the tie to bed in the first half. Let's put that into perspective now. We could have easily put the tie to bed in the first half. If Werner had his shooting boots on, if other players were more clinical, if the final ball was there, and the final ball, man, every single time Kante was getting in beautiful positions. We were moving into 3v2s, 3v3s. We were moving into positions where we're creating the overloads and we're literally destroying and exploiting the spaces in between the lines. But the final ball wasn't there, whether that was a rapid ball across the Timo Werner that went off play, whether that's a ball to Mason Mount. The final ball wasn't there. We weren't clinical. Werner missed an absolute sitter at 0-0. This was, I'm talking, within first 5 minutes of the game. Inexcusable, unbelievable, and absolutely unacceptable. How can you miss from that range? There's no explanation. You are a professional footballer playing at this level in a semi-final of a Champions League against a gargantuan team like Real Madrid. You cannot be missing those type of chances, because those type of chances will come back and haunt you. You have to be receiving the ball and smashing that. I don't care if your confidence is low. You can't be missing from that range. My Nan would have scored that. Your Nan would have scored that. It's as simple as that. I don't want to bash him too much because I know that his confidence is currently low. But honestly, if you haven't seen the game, go and watch the highlights, because he's literally from point blank range. All he has to do is pick a corner and he hits it straight at Courtois. And there's some fans defending him saying, oh, it's a world-class save by Courtois. No. Yes, it's a very good save, but it's more of the fact that it was a terrible attempt by Werner. This is the thing, right? His confidence was so low. His confidence is absolutely negated that he probably thought to himself, hypothetically, as long as I get this on target, and I'll hope for the best that this goes in, because that's the mentality he's got. That's the vibe that I got of him. Because he knows for a fact that if he blazed that over the bar, if we got that wide, he knows the fans were doing on his case, but he's probably thinking, if I at least get this on target, at least I might get away with it. No, you're not getting away with it, because that is inexcusable. You are a £50 million footballer playing at the highest level on the European stage in a Champions League semi-final, and you're missing opportunities like that. It's inexcusable, and I'm hoping this doesn't bite us in the second half, because Zizou, Zinedine Zidane, he fixed up at half time. He didn't allow the spaces to be exploited in between lines. He closed up the spaces. He changed formation. He moved to a forward at the back. He tightened those areas. He didn't allow the overloads from Chelsea, from the wing backs of Reece James and Aspin. I'll get onto the wing backs in a minute because I was not happy with the performance. But overall, as a team collective, the first half was spot on. The pressing was there, the counter pressing. Every time Madrid received the ball, whether that's Varane, Militao, there's 4 or 5 men counter pressing on point. The movement into lines, Jorginho controlling, dictating the tempo of the game. Literally had Cruz, Casemiro in his pocket, Modric in his pocket, Kante with the athleticism, his box-to-box role. Again, he was getting into some fantastic positions. It's the final ball that was letting him down. And listen, I don't have a complaint with Kante in terms of off the ball, because we know what he offers. His athleticism, his pace, his ability to intercept the ball, win the ball back high up the pitch. We know his capability. For me, it's always the issue has been on the ball, his technical ability. I've always had that issue with him, and it was again put into display. There's some fans saying that he had a superb performance. I mean, I don't know what game you was watching. Yes, off the ball he was very good, but on the ball I wasn't impressed whatsoever. I know that he improved in the second half, but I think overall it was a decent performance, but nothing magnificent or nothing spectacular. Jorginho, very good performance, solid performance from him, dictating the tempo of the game. Again, couple of misplaced passes, but that's normal, especially in the conditions that we play. I don't want to sound like Ty from AFTV saying that, we mustn't forget it's been raining, but it genuinely was pouring. Yeah, the heavens opened up. God said, you know what, we're gonna let it go. Yeah, he just absolutely chucked the bucket down in the Madrid training ground, because it was absolutely phenomenal. Towards the end of the first half, it was crazy in terms of the conditions. The ball was sliding everywhere. It was a complete storm. I know that we were warned before that there could be a heavy storm, and we saw that on display, but as I said, in terms of the result, if you offered me that result before kickoff, I would have slapped your hand. I would have taken the result because it's a 1-1. A 0-0 at Stamford Bridge gets us through to the Champions League final. However, there is a caveat to that. I don't think we're keeping a clean sheet. I don't. Because when you have the threat of Eden Hazard who's going to be fully fit for that game, when you've got Karim Benzema, you see with him, yeah, one chance, one goal. What a striker, man. Phenomenal striker. When you got Vinicius Jr., when you got Rodrigo, Asensio, you got Modric and Cruz. You know, I know that structurally we're fantastic, we're phenomenal, we've been absolutely superb, world class defensively in terms of the structure, rigidity, the structure in general. But I just think all it takes for Madrid is one lapse of concentration, one slip up and they'll score. Hence why I genuinely believe that we have to score at Stamford Bridge. We have to. I think if we score, I would say we need about 2 goals at Stamford, just to be on the safe side, because don't forget a 2-2 at Stamford Bridge gets Madrid through. I'm disappointed we didn't score more. That is probably my main criticism. We didn't score more. You know, Pulisic, what a goal, by the way, man. Captain America strikes again. My guy, my star boy. People saying that we should sell him. The disrespect on this guy's name. The guy has world-class potential. I'm saying it now. He has. You know, the only thing that's going to halt him is his injuries, because he is unfortunately injury-prone, but his agility, his close control, his movement, his finishing, it's gone to another level. The way that he's developed and improved this game on the TT has been superb. Again, the TT masterclass, man, too cool. World-class manager, man. I don't want to hear any sort of rubbish on his name. Yeah, the way that he pressed Madrid, the way that he came at Madrid, away from home as well. See, Liverpool were unable to do this, but Chelsea, we have the manager for it and we have the squad for it. So, listen, I'm really impressed with the performance. Again, in general, it was a very good performance. We were on the ropes. Last 20 minutes, Madrid had a lot of the ball. They could have scored a couple of times. So we were on the ropes. So I'm happy that, you know, we kept a clean sheet there in the second half. The first half, you know, Benzema, man, before he scored, he whacked the post. The way he dug it under his ground, with the velocity and speed that he got on the ball, the momentum that he carried with that, he's so experienced. The guy is 34, but he plays in like he's in his prime. His movement, his agility, his finishing, his power. The guy is superb. You know, one of the best strikers in my generation. I can't say that. You know, he's got the most assists in Real Madrid's history. That speaks for itself. The guy is simply world class. And again, all it takes for him is one chance, one goal. Bang. He got the chance, half volley, roof of the net. Simple as that. You know, you don't take your chances, they're going to punish you. With the experience that Real Madrid have, the quality that they have. You know, we should have been 3-0 up before Madrid scored. You know, Werner missed an absolute sitter. Of course, we scored with Pulisic. And then, you know, we could have scored again. So again, we could have easily been 3-0 up at the time. And this is what it means. This is why football is all about fine margins. You miss at one end an easy chance. The other team go down the other end, score and knock you out. It's as simple as that. That's why you have to be clinical in this game. Football is a ruthless game. You don't take your chances. It's as simple as that. It's completely done. You know, it's completely done. So for me, as I keep stressing, football is a game of fine margins. You take opportunities, you celebrate. And listen, I still would say that I'm confident we will go through to the final, but anything is possible in football. I personally wouldn't start Werner against Real Madrid. I know that he has his uses, his explosion of pace, his acceleration, but the chance that he missed, inexcusable. We got Fulham this weekend. I would play Werner in that game. I think that he would be useful in that game, because Fulham, they're fighting for their lives. They're going to be pressing. They're not going to essentially have a low block for the whole 90 minutes. So I'd play Werner. But in terms of the second leg against Madrid, no. Kai Havertz false 9 for me, or Olivier Giroud, because, you know, when we receive a chance, if Giroud or Kai Havertz was at the end of that chance, that's a goal. That's a goal. I'm very confident of that. You know, I'd put my house on that. So for me, you know, I don't want to put the full responsibility and blame on Werner, but he really should be scoring that. And listen, it's a good result. We didn't lose the game. We didn't draw 0-0, because that would have been a complete disaster in my opinion. We got the away goal, and 0-0 at Stamford Bridge gets us through, although I believe Real Madrid will in fact score at Stamford Bridge. But listen, you know, praise the boys. They put in a shift today. Collectively beautiful. The midfield very good, and special mention to Eden Hazard. It was so weird seeing him playing against us, man. Again, he was warming up, didn't have much of an impact, but it was great to see him again. Great to see him again. Love Eden Hazard. That guy's my idol. I grew up watching that guy as Chelsea fan. My favourite ever player is Eden Hazard, because, you know, throughout my teenage years, all I saw was Eden Hazard, the poster boy. And what a generational man, what a player. And thank God he didn't punish us. But next week he could, because he'll be fully fit for next week. So we need a plan for him, and we need to ensure that we wrap up the game. We make sure that we win the game, and we get through to Istanbul. I believe in this team. We can do it. We can do it. It's a good result. It's a good performance. Could have been better. Should have been better. But we'll take it and we'll move bombastically. We'll keep it moving. Simple as that. But what do you guys think? Leave me your thoughts and opinions in the comment section below. In terms of man of the match, I'm going to go for Pulisic. I think that, again, he got a goal. He was explosive. You know, he carried that attack in the first half. It's got to be Christian Pulisic. It's got to be Christian Pulisic. What do you guys think? Leave me your thoughts, opinions. Smash the like button, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and I'll see all of you guys for my next video. Peace.